We're living in a world where deviant opinions about religion are no longer dangerous because nobody takes religion seriously. And therefore, you can be like Bishop Pike and question the doctrine of the Holy Trinity, the reality of the virgin birth and the physical resurrection of Jesus, and still remain a bishop in good standing. But what you can't get away with today, or at least you have great difficulty in getting away with, is psychiatric heresy. Because psychiatry is taken seriously. And indeed, I would like to draw a parallel between today and the Middle Ages with respect to this whole question. When we go back to the days of the Spanish Inquisition, we must remember that the professor of theology at the University of Seville had the same kind of social prestige and intellectual standing that today would be enjoyed by the professor of pathology at Stanford Medical School. And you must bear it in mind that this theologian, like the professor of pathology today, is a man of goodwill, intensely interested in human welfare. He didn't merely opine. That professor of theology knew that anybody who had heretical religious views would suffer everlasting agony of the most appalling kind. And some of you should read the imaginative descriptions of the sufferings of hell, written not only in the Middle Ages, but in quite recent times, by men of intense intellectual acumen. And therefore, out of real, merciful motivation, the inquisitors thought that it was the best thing they could do to torture heresy out of those who held it. Worse still, heresy was infectious and would contaminate other people and put them in this immortal danger. And so, with the best motivations imaginable, they used the thumbscrew, the rack, the Iron Maiden, the leaded cat o' nine tails, and finally the stake, to get these people to come to their senses, because nothing else seemed to be available. Today, serious heresy, and rather peculiarly in the United States, is a deviant state of consciousness. Not so much deviant opinions as having a kind of experience which is different from regular experience. And as Ronald Lang, who's going to participate in this series, has so well pointed out, we are taught what experiences are permissible in the same way as we are taught what gestures, what manners, what behavior is permissible and socially acceptable. And therefore, if a person has so-called strange experiences and endeavors to communicate these experiences, because naturally one talks about what one feels, and endeavors to communicate these experiences to other people,